Okay, y'all, I'm going to talk as fast as I can and show you as many dies as I can in a quick amount of time. Starting out with Tuesday morning, they have the Desire dies. They're $5 a package, as you can see. Really cute. Not too big. You can kind of see from my hand. I'm going to grab a dollar bill right quick so you can kind of tell. Sorry, it's starting off bad without having that there. So that kind of gives you an idea of how big it is. They're obviously still in the package. The package is, package is about 5 by 5.5, so that gives you an idea. But they had these and still had quite a few of them. The Desire. They had this cute little, I Like Warm Hugs for $7.49, and they had Elsa and they had Rapunzel. They also was $7.49 too, so I recommend you get it on AliExpress because they've got it for $2, I think. You kind of have to look, and I want to make a list so you know what stores have the best stuff, like the Spellbinders Dies and whatnot. That was $5. Little fan and little gloves from Crafter's Companion. Cute. The package is 4.5 by 7.5. The ones that aren't in packages I actually have measured already. And they had this cute little stamp set, which I wouldn't have spent $5 for these tiny little stamps, but I was making an Elsa card and needed the snowflakes to do what I wanted with it. This stuff's all Tuesday morning still. They have these thickers. That's THICKERS. And what they do is they just allow you to place letters. So if you want to do something in an octagon, you just place it along the octagon or around a picture or whatever. And they have the circles, the ovals, and they have the waves. They have those at Tuesday morning also. And they're just called thickers. And I believe they are $20 at on HSN. So I was pretty excited to get those. I haven't used them yet, but even great for sewing. If you want to do stencils on a shirt or sew something on a shirt and you want to do it in a certain curve, that thing looks great. These are awesome, and you'll have to go on We Are Memory Keepers YouTube website to see how they work, but they allow you to create the perfect size border on anything you're using. So they have little lips on them that you butt up against your cardstock. That's another thing. I didn't know that when you make cards, you want to use a heavier cardstock, like a 110-pound weight. I don't know if I have, let me see what I have. Okay, so this card, if I made this card, I think I've shown you this one before. If I made this card out of a 60-pound weight, it wouldn't have any structure to it. So you want to look for the 110-pound weight, and most craft stores have it. You just have to look for it. You can get it in packages, or here's a little I Like Warm Hugs card. And I just kind of put it on in a little wave. I Like Warm Hugs. Because I had that Elsa ribbon I wanted to use. But it just makes a thicker card. So this die they had on eBay was really cute. Little, and it has a little frame that goes with it. I think it was 10. But make sure when you're making cards, you're getting 110-pound cardstock. It's going to up your card game by a lot. This was $3.49. Desire dies, just a little. They're really little. You can see how tiny they are next to the dollar. And they were $3.49, and it just says best wishes just for you, and it's got a little flower set with it. That was all Tuesday morning. This was also Tuesday morning. It's a little bow maker for $2.19. Really cute. Sailor. Sorry, let me get my clicker so he stops. He just lost his mate 5 days ago, so he hasn't been doing too good. Poor little guy. Our little fur baby. Another tip I wanted to share is we all get this, and if you're mail ordering, you're getting return labels. I save all of my return labels, and when I need to remove dog hair or fuzz or whatever, peel one off. They work great. They're free, and you can put a couple in your purse, keep them in your car, and they are fantastic for removing pet hair, lint, fuzz, whatever. I just have a stack of them. Just return labels that I don't use. Also, I encourage you to get some pipe cleaners because they are fantastic for putting rolls of whatever, and then you can just pull out what you need as you go. The pipe cleaners work great. Ribbon takes up so much space on a spool, but if you put it in a roll and stick a little pipe cleaner through it, works great. Or you can use these things. There's the die that looks like a spool of thread. They're used for just putting ribbon and thread on too. Let's see, here they are. So I got a box of dies. I've already done the measurements. So here's a little wreath on AliExpress. And I told you last time, I don't put prices on here because when you shop on AliExpress, if you put in metal cutting dies and click on filter it through the lowest prices first, it's going to bring you the cheapest one, and that's going to change. So most of these dies are around $3. Some are a little more, some are a little less. Here's a little wreath. Really cute. The other thing I do with my packages is because they get hard to get in and out of, so when I open it, I flip the sticky part back and roll it over and stick it to the back of the package, so I'm not fighting it when I'm taking my dies in and out. But this one's pretty cute. And the outside comes off, so you can do a backing for it too. Pretty cute. And it is 3 7/8 inches in diameter. That one's pretty cute. Here is a little doorway. This one is 4 inches by 4 11/16 for this piece, the bottom piece, and the gate is 4 inches and 5/16 by, sorry, this is 0.75 inches. This one is 4 inches by 4 11/16. Really cute. And that's what it looks like cut out. And the gate does open. And then when I put my dies on my pegboard, I just put this little clip that you can get at Michael's. No, yeah, Michael's. And I just hook them on my pegboard. Works great. Get little packs called Recollections. Metal clips. That's all they are. This one, it's a half fan. And it is 2 5/16 by 5 3/16. Really cute. See the embossing on it? This one does not cut on the bottom, so you can make it the top of a tag or the edge of a card. Really pretty. This one I got from Alina Craft. That's A as in apple, Lina Crafts. And that one is 4.75 inches by 2 3/8, and that's just this part. This one was way smaller than I thought it would be. It's one of those that go in and out. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. But you put a few of them together. They're supposed to link by these tabs and this little tab, and one goes forward and one goes back, and then you just link a bunch of them. But as you can see, it's pretty little. It is 4 3/16 by 2.75 inches. And I just kept the little pieces. This is the Spellbinders Die that usually goes for around $16, but unfortunately this one doesn't cut properly. You get these weird pieces. So you get this half circle, which will work, and it does have some embossed detail on it. It will work for putting behind flowers or whatever, but obviously these pieces should have cut out, and they didn't do anything but put holes in the paper. So if you run across this die that looks like the Spellbinders Die, just know it doesn't cut properly. The cut lines are in the wrong place. And some of the most beautiful part of it is this scrolling on the bottom, but the little fleur-de-lis don't do anything but put holes in the paper. So this is a little frame. It is 5 9/16 by 4 inches. There's the little center flower. Really pretty to just put around a photo. Or a sentiment in the center of it. Now these fishing dies were actually way bigger than I thought they were going to be. Not this one, but the next one. If you like to fish, or you got a guy that likes to fish, 2 little oars and a little stump to tie the boat off. The boat is 4 3/16 inches by, I guess the whole kit was 2 inches. 2 inches for all of it. You can see by the dollar about what size. Little boat, 2 oars. Sorry, I know I'm whipping through this, but when I want to see dies, I just want to see them. Just get them on here so I can look. So that's what I'm doing. This one was really big. I mean, that is a big die. The pole is 8 1/16 inches, and the fishes are approximately 2.5 inches. Really cute, and I would probably cut this pole out of 110 cardstock just because it's so long. It needs some durability, and when you're layering pieces, it's better to use the 110 cardstock because it just gives it more structure. So it's got the little lure, those pieces come out, couple little bobbins, couple more lures, and the pole. And a little worm. I forgot about the worm. Pretty cute. Let me get a little closer so you can see the detail. Really cute. So yeah, for 8 1/16 of an inch, that's a long pole. You'd have to cut it or bow it to get it to fit on a card. But really cute. This one obviously folds like a pocket. So you can either use it as a half card or make a pocket out of it. Really cute. You can see where the cut edges are. A little fold. That one is 5 3/8 by 4 3/16. Cute, cute. Sorry, I know I say cute a lot. Probably it's annoying. Shut up! Stop saying cute. We can see what it is. We'll decide. Okay, this one is 7.5 inches by 5. This is obviously the CC. You know who I'm talking about. People that make these. I wanted this so bad, but it was a lot, and it cuts beautifully. And why don't I have any samples? Dang it, I don't know why I don't have any samples in here, but you know what I'm talking about, and it is just so cute. The little frames. The Flourish, just so cute. I put some on a fishing card. I'll see if I can remember where it is while I'm talking about other stuff. This is a SB die, Spellbinders. Really pretty. And this just fell out of the die. You wouldn't know it, but it did. Then I would cut this out of a structured cardstock too. You could intertwine flowers or put ribbon in and out of it. Make it a tag. I mean, you can do a lot with it. It is 3.25 inches by 5 3/16. Cute. Sorry. Cute. Can I say cute again? These little dies work great if you have the box card cartridge from Cricut. That's why I bought this little house, was because I was cutting the houses out, but it was just more of a pain when you're doing a little box card. You kind of just want to have little pieces you can throw together, but they're so cute. And if you just throw some, sorry, I don't realize how much I say cute until I'm just saying it today. Just a little haunted house with ghosts. And of course you could cut the back for it. That little haunted house is 3 inches by 2 1/8 inches. And I always post any of these that I buy. I post them on AliExpress with my review. I post the sizes and the die cutout. This is one, and I don't think they have any of the large ones on AliExpress. I could be wrong, but before you purchase this Crazy Birds from Tim Holtz, be aware that most of them are the minis. And because they were deceptive and they were charging around $6 for them, so you think it's the larger one. They are not. The whole set is 4 5/8 of an inch by 4. So I called them on it and I said, you're being deceptive. These are the small ones, and I got a refund. AliExpress is great about that. If they were deceptive or untruthful about their listing, you get your money back. This is another one. This is a, what is her name? Becca Feekin. Becca Feekin? That sounds right. But it's the generic, and it would not cut. And I wasn't the only one that had problems getting it to cut. So if you get it and it will not cut through the paper, it is defective. Get your money back. It measures 5 3/16, but it doesn't matter because it would not cut. So I got my money back. Same with this one. This snowflakes, they're so beautiful, but wouldn't cut through. So, and I tried several times, and I keep my samples because you will have to send pictures showing that it wouldn't cut. It will emboss. And it took a lot of pressure to get it to emboss. But the blades just aren't deep enough to cut through the paper. So, as beautiful as it is, it's worthless. So, refund. This one, however, did cut. And I don't know if you buy it from a different seller, if they're different or if they're kind of all manufactured through the same place. But this one's beautiful. Sorry, let me... pretty that is. I just love snowflakes. Who doesn't? They're like the lace of winter. That one is 5 1/4 inch by 4 inches. I'm watching my clock because I went over last time. And I was like, what? I gotta audit this and change the time? I'm not good at that. I'm not computer savvy. The only reason I post these videos is because I know how much I appreciated others posting videos. Now this is a Mac Daddy. It is big. This die is 7 inches by, that can't be right. I have 2 7/5 inches, but that can't be right. By almost 4 inches, maybe 1/4 of an inch short, maybe 4 3/4 of an inch. Nope, 3 3/4 of an inch tall. But it's got Santa, and I think it's a little doggy or a rabbit, a bunny rabbit, a little sled, presents, and it cut very cleanly. Fell out of the die. And then it also says, Merry Christmas. And it has a couple of little birds. And a pretty font. Merry Christmas. The Mary is 2 inches tall, and the Very is 1.5 inches. The Christmas is 2.75 inches long. I know you can pause these if you want to look closer. There's the little bird. I just want to get them on here so you can make an informed decision as to whether or not you want to buy it or not. I loved this font. What does it say? Oh, another tip. When you can't tell what a die says, when you get it home and you're trying to make something with it, put it in front of a mirror and read it in front of the mirror. Wishing you a lovely birthday. And the font's beautiful. I didn't listen to myself. Holding these little labels back to get the sticky out of the way. And I like it when they're connected because it makes it so much easier. Wishing you a lovely birthday. And that whole piece is 2 7/16 by 3.5 inches. Here's another Christmas one. And buy these off season because they up the price. The closer you get to the holiday that it's related to, the higher in price it is. This is 4 2/5 inches. I guess I didn't get the height. Oh, pardon me. 3 inches. So 4.25. That can